All right, so buckle up because today we are diving into a logic puzzle designed by aliens. And as if that wasn't enough, your life depends on getting the answer right.
It's really quite a thought experiment.
Don't worry, though, we'll talk you through it.
This comes from a Spanish language podcast called Tech Voice 26.
They really go deep on this kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah, the intersection of logic and technology, and really, at the heart of it, what does it even mean to be intelligent?
Right. Okay, so the premise is pretty wild. You've been abducted by aliens?
Never a good start.
Uh-huh. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Not ideal. And it turns out these aliens consider humans, well, we're pretty tasty, apparently.
They do, however, have a law, and it dictates that highly logical, and this is important, cooperative beings are strictly off the menu.
Okay, interesting.
Which brings us to their, let's say, unusual test.
I'm ready. Tell me more.
Picture this. You and 9 other abductees lined up single file. Each of you has a hat placed on your head. Could be black, could be white.
Simple enough so far. But I'm guessing there's a catch, right?
Oh, there's definitely a catch. The catch is you can only see the hats of the people in front of you, not your own.
Okay, yeah, that's a bit of a problem. So what are the rules of this hat game? What do we have to work with?
You get 5 minutes. 5 minutes to strategize with your fellow captives. Then, starting at the back of the line, each person has to guess their own hat color out loud.
Out loud, okay.
One guess and one guess only.
And I'm guessing getting it wrong means ending up as alien dinner.
Let's just say the stakes are incredibly high. To survive, at least 9 out of 10 people have to guess correctly.
Oh man, talk about pressure. I can't even imagine. So how do you even approach this? There's almost no information to go on.
That's where this puzzle gets really brilliant. It forces you to think beyond just yourself and your own predicament.
You're right, you'd have to work together. But how? It's not like you could just ask the person behind you, hey, what color hat am I wearing?
Exactly. You have to be a lot more clever than that. It's all about making the absolute most of very limited information. The key here lies in a simple mathematical concept: parity.
Parity. All right, now you piqued my interest. What is that, and how does that help us out in this situation? Okay, parity, even or odd. I think I'm starting to see a glimmer of a connection here. But how does that actually help you figure out what color hat is on your own head?
Well, it's not about directly revealing your hat color, no. It's more about giving the rest of the group one crucial piece of information.
You're talking about the person at the back of the line, right?
Exactly.
The one who can see everyone else's hats but not their own.
They're the key. Everyone agrees beforehand that this person, the one at the back of the line, they're going to call out black if they see an even number of black hats on the line.
Okay.
And they'll call out white if they see an odd number.
So they're not actually guessing their own hat color at all. They're giving everyone else a clue.
Exactly. A vital clue.
All right, I like it. But how does that actually help everyone else down the line?
Okay, so let's say, for example, that you are the 5th person in line.
Okay, 5th person in line.
You've heard the calls from the people behind you. Let's say you've heard white, black, white, black.
Ooh, keeping it interesting. All right, so what's my next move as prisoner number 5 here?
Okay, so you've heard an even number of black calls, right?
Right, 2.
Now look at the hats in front of you. How many black hats do you see?
Let's say I see 2 black hats ahead of me.
2 black hats, so that's an even number. To maintain that even count, you know instantly that you must be wearing a white hat.
Right, because if I had a black hat on, it would make the total number of black hats odd, which contradicts the information that's been passed down the line.
Exactly.
That's like a chain reaction of deduction.
Precisely. Each person uses the information from the person behind them, combines it with what they see in front of them, and deduces their own hat color.
This is ingenious. It guarantees that at minimum, 9 out of the 10 people will guess correctly.
At least.
Wow. Talk about thinking outside the box.
Yeah.
Or should I say, outside the spaceship.
It really highlights how important it is to trust your team and think strategically, especially when you're under pressure.
Absolutely. And it makes me wonder, why go through all this trouble? What are these aliens so obsessed with logic puzzles for? What are they really after?
Yeah, it's almost like they're searching for the galaxy's best puzzle solvers or something.
Right, exactly.
Like, who's going to win Galactic Puzzle Wars?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard to believe they'd go through the trouble of interstellar travel just to find out who's good at brain teasers.
Yeah.
There's got to be something more to it.
Yeah. You're right. You're right. It's not just about being smart, is it?
No, and this is really crucial. It's designed so one brilliant mind can't solve it alone.
That's true. Yeah.
They've designed a test you can't just like logic your way out of as an individual.
You need to be able to work together.
You've got to be able to work together, especially when your life's on the line. Imagine,
It's, a Tuesday for us. Right. Imagine a species that, sure, maybe they've mastered technology, they can travel across the cosmos, but they fold under pressure,
yeah,
or they can't cooperate to overcome challenges. That's a recipe for disaster.
yeah, they're not going to last very long, are they?
Yeah.
So are they assessing our potential, like for interstellar cooperation?
Yeah. Making sure that if we ever bump into each other out there, we're not going to cause a galactic incident because we can't get our act together.
Right. Oh no, it's the humans again.
Exactly. Or maybe they've encountered species who were individually brilliant,
Right.
but lacked that, shall we say, vital social intelligence, the ability to function as a cohesive unit.
So by cracking this hat code, we're not just proving we're good with logic, but that humans, even under the most bizarre circumstances, can band together and act strategically.
We're showcasing our ability to be both individually clever, but also collectively wise. And don't forget that element of pressure.
Right, right.
They're watching how we react when the stakes are high.
It's one thing to, solve a logic puzzle in a classroom or something.
Right.
But when it's a matter of life or death, or in this case, becoming a tasty alien snack,
Yeah.
it really raises the stakes.
Think of it this way. Every species has its strengths and weaknesses, right? Maybe these aliens, maybe they've learned that resilience, that ability to adapt and overcome unexpected challenges. That's a key indicator of a species' long-term survival.
And they've decided that the best way to measure that is with this bizarre high-stakes hat game.
It makes you think, doesn't it? What seems like a simple puzzle at first glance, it reveals a lot about problem solving, yes, but also about social dynamics, trust, how we react under pressure.
It's a good reminder that intelligence isn't one-dimensional. It's not just about having the right answer, but how you get to that answer, especially when you're part of something so much bigger than yourself.
Couldn't have said it better myself. And hey, who knows, maybe someday this alien hat puzzle will be a fun anecdote we share with them when we finally do meet.
Oh, remember that time you almost ate us? Good times.
Right, exactly.
Well, on that note, we've reached the end of our deep dive into alien logic and hat-based survival strategies.
The best kind of survival strategies.
Absolutely. But this is really just the start of a much larger conversation about what it means to be intelligent, resourceful, and adaptable, especially in a universe full of surprises.
And apparently, hat-loving aliens.
That's right. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive, and until next time, keep those minds sharp and those thinking caps handy. You never know when you might need them.